Okay, guys, back at you again. The Redcat Shredder. Excuse my little recycling bin. I do recycle. But first issue I ran into, which it was my fault. Well, second issue besides the bad servo that came with it, but that was nothing. Like I said, I had spares. But the first issue I had, as you see. Now what happened was I was going up the hill maybe about a good maybe like 13, 14 feet or so. And came down. I guess I clipped a rock or something, twisted the tire while the wheel was spinning, and it kind of snapped it off. That's the only thing that would explain this awkward twist, because it goes here. So you have a lip here on this side here, what I'm touching, and then this. So it seems like what it did was just torque that way a little. I have the pin and everything here, so I'm not mad or nothing like that. But I'm going to get the aluminum hype ups for this joint here, the aluminum pieces for this here, because I really don't like that. Like I said, there's really no bumps, no nothing on it. Maybe I hit the bottom side. I don't know, because that would explain that it just smashed in or something like that. So everything was good on that, and it was outside, so I did have it outside, and this is how the water and everything runs off. So, there was a lot of dirt on here, and as I drove, it just started falling off. So, when I came in, I did give it a wipe. It was dusty, maybe like that there, and that was it. But everything else fell off. Stickers still stayed. Also, too, the body work. And as you can see, I didn't really wipe the body. It was maybe like, see that grass right there. There was pieces of grass like that, but the water had actually slid right down here. Whereas you see, I guess when it went in and then maybe hit the roof and then went down or so, slid off. So that's a good sign. Also, too, I'm thinking about giving this a little more protection here. Screw missing here. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that back in. I have extras of really everything almost except parts. Give it a little cleanup. I'm actually happy about these shocks. These things are Canons, but actually I look at it too, and they're really almost all the way at the bottom. I mean, really almost all the way at the bottom. If you look at the gear, if you look at the thread, this thread here to here. So that's like almost a full extension. But I don't like that full extension there, so I definitely have to put dampers on here before I start the bashing. And that's how much dirt was in the wheels. So you get a pretty much idea where as though I was in some kind of deep dirt there. Then now I came up with that there. So, not disappointed. Also, too, here, where I was saying about people were talking about don't grease this, but it runs a lot quieter. I have a click coming from this area in here somewhere. I'll find out what that is, but it's not hitting my servo, so I'm happy about that. So I thought the shaft might be hitting the servo because the shaft is like, and I mean millimeters off. So, and I'm gonna hook up a heat sink, a little fan for you guys and show you a little demo on that. I'll probably just put it right here on this here, and yeah, it looks like so I'll put it right there. And I can actually suck air through this little hole here. There's a couple of those all around. I'm not sure if it's scratch plates or what, but it would be a good idea to put a scratch plate on there because I'm going to bash this thing a little bit. And also, too, what I was worried about, too, the grittiness and all of that crap. So if I didn't grease this here, that stuff will be all in here. The grease kind of helps it sling it off instead of crushing and grinding it off. It softens the material, whatever goes in here, it softens it. So that's a plus, like a real good plus. There's that servo again. Only problem I've had, whereas though as far as purchasing wise, But yeah, it's not a bad truck. It climbs it climbs hills. Because the hill that I did this on actually had maybe about 5-inch rocks. It was like gravel. So that was, like I said, it was more or less my fault. So I said it seemed like I came down, maybe clipped something from the bottom or from the side, and it just popped. I did check everything, but before I run it again, I'm going to put that hub on, and that's it. But that's that click I was talking about. I'm going to find out where that click is coming from eventually. But like I said, it's the click. My, my shaft is right there. So I can still see space where it gets smaller and bigger in between the shaft and the servo, but it doesn't hit. So that's what makes me say, even as a listen close, it's in here somewhere inside my gearbox. So I'll be checking that out soon. I probably upgrade those because I think so. I think I may need to, because if I eventually go to 6S, there's nothing wrong with it. Plus, there's nothing wrong with having better in there, even if you have it at a weaker power. That way, later on, you can always come in and just throw something in. So that's good. I'm not going to add any lights. I think the lights on this thing will be a little extra. Plus, I don't know. It's like I said, it's just a little extra. Um, I'm going to bash this thing. And the only reason, the main reason for bashing this, and why I would say it would be okay to bash it, is that those shocks and arms, they are pretty thick. So I'm running into a problem here, trying to get the top on, but that's just me. So, but there it is. Okay. But like I said, that Redcat shredder, I mean, yes. I haven't been nervous about running over anything. Going up any hill, whereas I was worried about burning out an ECS or something, ESC motor or anything like that. But I will be adding a fan, and also too, the batteries you order with this, you may want a little more run time or so on there, maybe a higher milliamp hour or so like that. Whereas though I will get with this, I will get maybe a 7 or 6. And the only reason I'm getting a 7 or 6 is because I'm going to be adding a fan in here, and that fan is going to actually do a nice job. Everything that I have a fan in, which is that whole lineup right there, doesn't get hot. Doesn't get hot. I grease my gears still with a little grease. Even in my drift car, yeah, and that's a piece of work to open up. But yeah, I do it all on all of them, and like I said, they run smoother, less of that scream you hear, and that's what I really don't like, because that I can't really hear the motor once you hear that scream, and I want to hear the motor if it does anything out of the way. I don't want to hear the scream. I want to hear the motor rev. So that's a good thing for me. And like I said, I'm just gonna clean this out. I'm kind of teed off that I actually broke that piece, because I was actually in a good mood yesterday, actually running this thing, and man, I was in a good mood. I was in a good mood. And like I said, another thing too, I mean, not disappointed, but it could be better. And what you expect is factory. And I got it, like I said, I got it cheaper. I got it for the low, which is those tires. I have I have the earthquake tires, and those with a 7 mil hex. So it will be the same tread, different rim, but same tread. I'm gonna try those on there, but if you look, they're smaller. So that may make my motor work a little harder, but I'll have the traction, so that may even things out. And I hope it do even things out, because they do balloon too, like drastically balloon. Like, you see how they have the overhang on the sides there, so that balloons. Now what I do is a little secret of mine. I'll show you in the next video, because I'm really thinking about doing it for all my cars. and getting a new pair of tires for my Terramoto. So yeah, everything, all the cars that I have the upgrade tires, no factory tires. So I don't know. There you go, guys. Like I said, this thing is a beast, and I also like this bar here. Like, sheesh, like this is for the tail, and this thing is nice. It actually can probably go as a woolly bar too if I actually put a wheel on there. So like that, once I go up in KV and just attach a wheel here, so and make one of my little rigs. But there you have it, guys. Next video you get of this Terramoto, it'll probably be me. This shredder. It'll be me. Uh, giving it a run test for you guys. I ran it 3 times so far, and it's no issues. No issues. So, like I said, as far as that, it's a good truck. Very good truck. So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna see if I can contact Amazon to see if they can send me maybe another my other servo out. Like, I don't understand. I had to put a servo in. I ordered it from Amazon, so they're usually good on there. Well, with me, I don't know what other people say, but they're usually good with me on sending me out. Maybe something for my troubles or stuff like that. But yeah, I need that because that servo was supposed to be for an up and coming project, and here that is. And you see it. You see it. You see it. Now, what this is going to be a smaller. I'm not going to go all out and make mm, make something huge. I have two 350 motors, the ones that come with these here. I have a dual motor mount. So, hey, but back to the subject at hand. Um, I'm gonna just, I guess, take it easy on this thing for a while until I get some better tires on there. So, like I said, I'm gonna try the earthquake tires, but I don't know. I really don't know if they're gonna be too much on the motor. I haven't been into the smaller tires and all of that, for bigger vehicles, but no, I don't know. I had actually put tires on my from my RCC Rally Monster on my Shockwave, and it made it slower. It was it made it a little faster. It gave me a little ride height or whatever, but I would have had to up the nitro motor, so I switched over. So now I put that in there and they fly. I have a 3300 in that, so that flies. So yeah, I'm gonna try the same thing with this shredder here. All right, guys, like, subscribe, YouTube, custom built for play go mode, Facebook, custom built for play go mode. They have a page for both. Enjoy your day, guys. See y'all next time.